Welcome back. I am Jen Potter. I am the host of Networking Now, and I am joined again with Catherine Brown. We have talked about so many things throughout this episode, talking about the different books, the book that she's written, the book that she is writing, talking about her experience as a nurse, as well as now a life and health and wellness coach, and all of the different things in between. So it's been really great to sit here and have a conversation and talk about all of those things. And it's amazing because we are relatively close and yet we didn't know each other. And so, you know, social media brought us together through something I was doing. I always talk about how networking is so important for me and everything that we're doing. And it was through the power of Facebook that we got connected, and because of family, and then we got connected at an event. And I know you talked about before you have another event coming up. Now, you do a lot of stuff on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Before the break, we talked about the group called Healthy Transitions for Women that you host, talking about all different types of things that are kind of going on. This group is specifically for women. So if you're out there and you're looking for this, I think it's a really great tool to be a part of. And it also, if you want to get a hold of Catherine, buy your book, you have instant access. So it makes perfect sense. And so, aside from the social media world and the in person events, are there any other networking types of groups that you're currently part of to get yourself out there a little bit more? Is it more just sticking towards, the familiarity of social media? What does that look like for you?
Yes, it's more the social media platforms. I have some ideas about, I'd like to host some health and wellness retreats in the future. I'm also thinking of potentially getting into a healthcare organization as a coach and maybe helping either human resources, employee assistance program, or the nursing department with coaching, employees that are struggling. We all know that there are employees that, have lots of things going on in their life and they bring a lot of their problems to work. And I feel like a coach in the corporate environment would be definitely be beneficial to many of those employees that struggle, because if they are, again, sound in mind, body, spirit, they're going to be more productive at work. So I'm looking at a lot of different options right now, but I would say wellness retreats, where I can be the host and have different vendors come in and do like things like Reiki, massage therapy, visualization, all of those things. I have a lot of ideas. So it's kind of unfolding as we go. I won't say no to anything because you never know where it's going to lead. But I'm just
Very
excited
interesting.
for the future and helping people.
I think that that's really awesome. And, I think helping people continue to grow and learn is probably for me, it's one of the most important things, right? And so I think that that's fantastic. And is there anything else that you want to add to that as far as with the different things that you're working on and ways that you're getting out there?
No, I would just say that my most important message to anybody is don't suffer alone. People are going through, people that think, that look like they have it all together, they're struggling too. Everybody struggles, reach out. If not to me, then to somebody. A coach will really hold your hand and get you through those tough times. So it's really important to network with other people that have been where you are, and talk about your struggles and people will get you through.
That's definitely true. And it's funny because, being in the realm of coaching, I think sometimes people don't understand the importance of a coach. And, for me personally, something that I always find has been really interesting is for a long time, I did therapy. And then when I found my first life coach about 15 years ago, it changed my thought process so much. But then I started doing coaching. And so, not just coaching, I started doing coaching and therapy at the same time. And I noticed such a huge difference of how important the two of them were together because therapy works on the past, right? Where coaching works on the future. And you
Yeah.
said it before, and I thought it was really beautiful. I hold their hand as we move forward. And that was something that really resonated with me because I think that's how I view a coach, someone just like, playing sports or anything like that. It's someone who's going to help you learn and grow from this moment forward. And I think it's a beautiful thing when the coach themselves actually has already lived through that expectation. Anybody can be a coach, anybody can get a certification. I mean, anybody can be anything, but if you don't have the compassion and the drive behind it, it's really hard for you to convince your clients to do it. But then you said by the second or third time, I noticed these huge differences in my clients. Why is it that you've noticed those huge differences with your clients? Because you believe the Kool-Aid that you're selling, right? You truly believe that what you're doing is working. And I am a firm believer in that. If you believe it, it exists, right? And
Correct.
and your clients are your living testimony. 2 or 3 sessions in, they're already changing their lives. My clients changed my life. You know, I always preach everything and I listen to all the things that I preach, but if it wasn't for my clients having such success, I don't think I'd push myself even further.
I
And
agree.
feel like it's helped us, right? It's accountability, and I say that to people all the
Mhm.
time. If you're not a coach but you want to be a coach, or you want to be a mentor and you want to help somebody, sign up for these programs to just do it to see what it feels like, because for me it's accountability. It makes me show up every day. I have to be present and I have to do it, and I think that that's so important when, you know, when we're trying to be there and kind of show up for other people. And you know, we're human, right? Like, we have our days sometimes too, but for the most part, you know, we have less of those days. I think we have less of those days because we've learned so much from the stuff that we're selling. And I think that for me, that's truly important. And it kind of loops back into all of the different things that we talked about today about, you know, finding your bliss, finding that, you know, like you said, that happiness, then finding the romance. I feel like, you know, when we talked about it before and we talked about the story, you know, the fairy tale, I think that's kind of what it is, right? When
Yeah.
you truly say it, of finding your bliss and your happiness and finding it within yourself helps you find that love and, you know, your passion and your purpose. And it's like, when you say it like that, you're like, oh, that actually does sound really nice, doesn't it? And I know
Yeah.
it sounds all warm and fuzzy for me, so I really
Yeah.
love that.
Yes.
So, you know, I think that that's really important. So thank you for that. And you know, we definitely still have a few more moments, but I would love for you to tell everybody, you know, again, tell us about your Facebook group, tell us about how we can get a hold of you, tell us a little bit more about how people can get their book. I want you to tell me all the things.
All right. So if you're interested in finding out how you're happy right now, you can go to my website, www.catherinejbrown.com. There's a quiz you can actually take on there, and you can find out what your bliss level is. Um, my email address is Catherine@catherinejbrown coaching.com. Again, I'm on Facebook under Catherine J. Brown, in parentheses Miller. You can also look for my Healthy Transition group on Facebook as well. And I am on Instagram. I do have a personal Instagram account, CJ Brown 1216, or I have Catherine J. Brown Coaching LLC as my business. And again, my business is Catherine J. Brown Coaching. I am local to Bridgewater, but I will do Zoom calls. I will do in person. I will do group coaching one on one. And again, I'm looking to do health and wellness retreats in the near future locally, and then we'll see where that brings us. So that's how you can find me.
I love that. And so those who don't know, Bridgewater is in Massachusetts. So, because I know people get to hear us all around the world. So we're in Massachusetts in the US. And, you know, it's great that not only are you local, but you're also accessible online. And so no matter
Mhm.
where you are in the country or the world, people can still get a hold of you. So you have all of your social media handles, all the different ways, healthy transitions for women, both everything, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the things. And if you can't get a hold of her, you can get a hold of me. And maybe you said it and I lost it in translation when I was writing everything down. But how can I get your book? Well, I know how to get your
Oh,
book.
my book is on Amazon. If you go to my website, you can www.catherinejbrown.com. It'll take you right to the link to Amazon, or you can go on Amazon. And again, it's In Search of Bliss. It actually hit number one in 7 different categories, which I'm really proud of. So I know that it's resonating with people, and I've got some great reviews out there. So really looking forward to people using it as a tool to help them get past the things that are holding them back in life.
I love that. I really do. And I'm really happy that we had the opportunity to talk today, to just be able to learn a little bit more about you and all of the amazing things that you're doing here in this community. I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to connect. And since we're super close and Restoration Coffee is probably nice and close to you, I will have to come and visit you and take you out for a cup of coffee soon because I'm up there all
Thanks.
the time. So
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I am Jen Potter. I am the host of Networking Now. Thank you so much to Catherine Brown of Catherine J. Brown Coaching. And if you, like I said, if you have any questions, want to reach out, you know how to get a hold of her. If not, you can reach out to me. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.